So here's another case study that we want to look at. This is, again, a very recent case study in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. So this was done using our partner West Networks in Florida in the United States. And a longtime customer of theirs, Parkland Hospital in Texas, reached out and said, we're trying to scale up our mobile operation so that we can be ready. And so we need to roll out several mobile clinics with the best possible internet connection. And so West Networks jumped into action right away, got out there on site and started installing a Peplink system to meet their needs. So here's a diagram to kind of break down what they did for this mobile healthcare setup. So at the hospital on the left, you can see that gray circle, that's the hospital. We've got internet connections coming into the hospital. And they've got this whole existing stack of network routers, switches, firewalls, and obviously in a hospital medical setting, privacy and security is absolutely paramount. And so that's the really cool thing is with Peplink's vast array of integration features, you're able to bolt on this whole new overlay for this really robust mobile connectivity in a way that's really friendly to the existing network. So there's lots of different ways you can implement and integrate a Peplink SpeedFusion setup into an existing network without having to kind of start over from scratch on the security side of it. So on the right side, that's the mobile side. So we've got mobile clinics. You can see there's a couple different mobile clinics here on the right, and there's smaller pop-up clinics. And so in each of these scenarios, you've got 4 modem, 2 modem connections, and you can home those all back to that SDX in the hospital so that each of them can use all the different internet connections they have out in the field to give you enhanced throughput and enhanced application performance, all using the military level security of SpeedFusion's VPN. So this makes it super easy to scale up new sites. You don't have to go and retool the whole network. You can add more and more sites as the demands are needed. So here's an even closer look at how this is working at an individual site level. So on the left, we've got the mobile clinic. You can see there's 4 different LTE connections there. We've got the internet in the middle. And then at the right, we've got the hospital. And so the unique thing about SpeedFusion as compared to other multi-modem solutions out there is we're doing packet level SD-WAN. That's something, again, other multi-modem products just don't have the capability to do. And so what that gives you is it gives you unlimited number of paths that your traffic can take so that it's always got the best performance. So again, on the mobile side, we've got 4 LTE connections. On the hospital side, you can see there's 2 fiber connections. And so what SpeedFusion is able to do is it's able to basically turn those connections into 8 different paths that any single packet could take. And so if you send it from the first LTE connection to the second fiber connection, like you see with packet 1 there, all of a sudden that path becomes a little less than optimal. You've got basically 7 other paths that you could send that traffic through. And that's all dynamic, sub-second, automatically happening in the background. Nobody has to manage that. Nobody has to monitor that. We make sure performance is going to be optimized all the time, no matter what the situation on the ground is like. So another product that fits into this rapid deploy model really well is our SDX. This is a modular enterprise grade router. Oftentimes we see this put into data center sites, but this is also a relevant model for a remote site. If you've got a high-end remote asset, mobile clinic, mobile command center, the SDX can fit in great there as well too. But again, oftentimes we see this on the data center side to kind of put all the SpeedFusion traffic back together with. So the SDX has 2 different integrated SFP plus 10 gig WAN ports. It's also got 8 PoE LAN ports. And of course, it includes SpeedFusion SD-WAN and our in-control central management. But it's also got this expansion slot on the right so that you can put whatever interfaces you need more of. So there's 3 different basic categories of add-on modules you can get for this. There's LTE modules, so you can get the latest 4G technologies or 5G technologies. And then there's Ethernet modules, so you can get 8 additional Ethernet ports if that's important to you, or there's more fiber ports if that's what you need. So you can customize this for wherever you're putting it. So again, if it's going into a mobile clinic, you could add LTE interfaces. If it's going into a data center, you could maybe add some more fiber interfaces. Another product that fits great into our rapid deploy solutions is the HD4 MBX. HD4 MBX is a 4 cellular solution, so it's got 4 built-in cellular radios on it. But you can also plug a variety of other connections into it. So there's 3 Ethernet WAN ports. So if you've got like VSAT connections, or the location you've driven up to has some sort of fixed line internet, or maybe you've got a microwave point-to-point link or something like that, you can plug all kinds of different internet connections into this in addition to those 4 built-in LTE connections. You've got Wi-Fi LAN and Wi-Fi WAN. So again, if there's a hotspot nearby, you can hook up to that. And then there's 8 PoE LAN ports, so you can plug all kinds of cameras, access points, and any computing devices you need into this router as well. So if we look at the back of the router here, this is where you can see the LTE radios. And the really cool thing here is this is a modular product as well. So you can see that tray on the top clicks in. So you can buy it with gigabit LTE connections today, and tomorrow as 5G becomes more available, you can swap that radio module out and upgrade the router to 5G without having to buy a whole new router. The other cool thing about this is it's got the horsepower to handle 5G. So it's 2.5 gigs of throughput. So as that 5G bandwidth becomes available, again, you can scale the capacity of this router up without having to replace it.